So much suffering. What do we have here?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
Am I sensing?
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much. And he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside, and tell me what you're doing here.
I sensing? Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead. Luka sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that. Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here. Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here. What do we have here? The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
And that tragedy at the Elder's farm, did it affect people badly?
Some less, others more. He was like an icon to some folk here.
But I found out he could be heavy-handed.
He was a drinker and a beater. So, some folk here don't miss him one bit. Have you got many more nosy questions?
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam. I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
I know you're scared, but please, just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Please, don't be afraid. I just need to know where I can find your husband.
He's chopping wood in the clearing by the forest.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
You cursed him, didn't you? Vesna's father. You put some hex on him, right?
A spell. I help people, yes. Vesna had a problem with her father, and believes in curses, spells, and hexes. Is that all? Because, like I said, I don't want to waste time and die here gabbing with you.
Vesna came here for help, didn't she? Vasily drank and beat her, and no one did anything about it. So you put that curse of yours on him.
I even went to talk to him. How did you know that?
Go on.
For me giving Vasily a piece of my mind. He took it out on Vesna.
And then her husband walked in and killed Vasily, and he's the one my saluter latched onto.
As for the second thing, could be. But it wasn't Luka that killed Vasily. It was Vesna.
Are you sure?
I was there. And until now, only 2 people knew what happened there. Vesna and me.
Don't be scared. I'll do my best to help you.
Then I think we have to talk to Vesna.
Please, open up. There's no need to be afraid. Just open the door.
You gonna wear yourself out banging a door like that? Can't you see nobody there?
I'm looking for Vesna. I have to speak to her.
Am I stopping you? Nobody there. I'm sure she went to see the hubby at work. Go bother them in the clearing instead of pounding on an empty house door.
Thank you.
Again.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Vesna.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Not much to think about here. If we can help Vesna, then get this nag quick to clearing like Mr. Shulsky asks. Vesna, child. We have to talk.
I'm not here to fight.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
I know what you did.
You don't know what you're saying.
On the contrary, she's the one who brought the Bukavach here. She killed Vasily. When the wise woman's spell didn't have an effect, you decided to finish him off yourself, didn't you? You're the one who killed your father.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, Bukavach. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine. You lose, you lose, you lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
Then kill me too. I was there. I saw everything. Vasily, bah. You're big men now. But when he was beating Vesna for years, no one lifted a finger. Bah. Now you're all so brave against her. Go home, pray better, and leave her alone.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father. Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
The only person I consider close is my sister, but Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the whores.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something. Just remember, there's no turning back.